Hey guys, so I'm just doing a bit of post commentary for this run since I didn't really talk about or explain stuff during this run, and this run's kind of hard to follow if you don't really know what's going on. So recently, arbitrary code execution was found in Ocarina of Time. What that means is you can have the game interpret regular data as code, and you can execute that code and have it do basically whatever you want. For this run, we actually use that to make the credits play early, and so you can go straight to the credits using arbitrary code execution. Arbitrary code execution was found about two and a half months ago or so, but it was only found possible to be used with any percent and actually do a faster any percent route about 2 weeks ago, and then that was still TAS only until a few days ago when it was finally made RTA viable. And so now people have been doing some runs with the RTA viable method of arbitrary code execution. And so the way this works is pretty complicated. The first 9 minutes or so of the run is kind of just set up, just getting Sword Shield, Ocarina, Deku Nuts, Slingshot, which are just items needed for the trick. And then after that, you'll see me do a lot of very strange and seemingly random movements and inputs. Everything being done after that point has a very specific purpose. It's all about loading stuff into memory in a very specific way, and then doing some very precise things to have the game read from the right place for instructions, and then eventually force it to load the credits. This involves a combination of stale reference manipulation, which is a glitch where you can modify actor data, a very precise slingshot seed rotation value, which is why slingshot is needed, inputs from controller port 1 and controller port 3. For controller 3, I actually have some rubber bands holding down a few buttons. I have to hold down C left, D-pad up, and have the control stick in the maximum down left position. And the file name, you may have noticed the file name is kind of weird. That's part of the arbitrary code. And so those are used all together. That would eventually lead to the credits. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm not going to explain it myself. So instead, in the description, I'm going to link a post by MZX Rules that goes over a simplified version of how arbitrary code execution works in this run and how we actually get to the credits. Hopefully it'll be easy to understand. So I don't really plan on running this category any more than this. I think the fact that this is possible is really cool, and I think the way everything is done in this is actually pretty interesting conceptually, but as an actual speedrun, this is not something I want to do a whole lot. So it was fun to do this for a few days, but I'm pretty much done with this unless another improvement is found or like a faster way is found. So yeah, from here, I'm just gonna let the commentary from the actual run go and let the normal run play. I'm thinking NSR currently is going to be around 40-ish minutes, at least with the file screen ace, or title screen file ace thing. It should be about 40 by my estimates. Yeah, I'm gonna do NSR. As soon as I'm done with any percent, I'm gonna do NSR. And all I want for any percent is just sub 13. Yeah, there's a few things the title screen is missing. It doesn't have the 3 spiritual stones. It has 0 Skulltulas. It only has 14 hearts. only the first magic upgrade, so you still need double magic, double defense, big Goron sword, and claim check technically too. And then also the upgrades, I think it only has middle upgrades for everything. Or no, it has, I think, minimum capacity upgrades. Or no, I think the upgrades are like all over the place. I think like some it has minimum, some it has middle or something. I forgot. Yeah, the spiritual stones are required. They're in the menu. I'm not actually even sure if Ace would work properly on emulator. But yeah, I think we'd probably ban Ace on emulator, because if it does work, then it would objectively be faster. And that is an insta-ban. No, there were not a lot of stinky people at AGDQ. At least not people that I was around. No, I did not go up to people and sniff them to see how they smelled. I just played my game and hung out with some friends. And went to Wendy's a few times. And IHOP. No, it wasn't a... Actually, it wasn't a 3 AM IHOP, it was a 1 AM IHOP, but... We actually had a bad IHOP experience. You guys want to hear a bad IHOP story? I'm not actually sure how funny this story is going to be on stream. It might have been... It's not even funny, it's just kind of sad. So, like... After my run... we have like an 8-person group or so that go to IHOP, so it's like midnight. It's midnight, you know, everything's closed except IHOP, so, you know, let's go to IHOP. This is right after my run. And so we go to IHOP, we order some food. So we have an 8-people group, right? And we order some food, and, you know, like 20-30 minutes later, we get some food. Well, 3 people get food. I was one of them. I actually got some food, and 2 other people got food. And so, you know, we thought, okay, the other food's probably in the kitchen, it'll be out in just a minute. 10, 15, 20 minutes pass by. The waiter comes out and says, oops, messed up your order, can I get your orders again? So then he goes back in the kitchen with the orders. And we wait another, what, half an hour for some more food to come out. And a few more people get their food. But not everyone. And then I think the last person, it was Drunkle. I think he got his food at like 1:30 AM, maybe close to 2 AM. I need to save work. I'm gonna blame that on storytelling. So, you know, finally, like after an hour and a half, 2 hours of being there, Drunkle finally gets his food. And so we had like a... And he only got his food after literally everyone else finished. And then we're like, dude, this was a bad time. Yeah, we were there for like 2 hours. So yeah, that was The 1 a.m. IHOP experience. The weird thing is, we went there earlier that day too. We actually went to IHOP twice that day. One time for breakfast at 2 p.m. and then once after my run. And it was fine the first time. But I guess past midnight it went pretty bad. 2 p.m. breakfast grind. But yeah, that's the story of IHOP at AGDQ. And so after that, we all agreed not to go back to IHOP. And so that was the final IHOP trip of AGDQ. Is it the right cutscene? It is. Okay. Dude, did I just PB with the AGDQ IHOP story? Okay, well, hi YouTube viewers who are gonna listen to the AGDQ IHOP story. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, the run sucked, but... Dude, that was even the run where I forgot to save warp because I was busy telling the story. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Silver Zero. Thanks for 10 months, Robin. Yeah, I'm done with any percent. I, don't care enough to run this category more. Where are we dropping? You know where we're dropping? We're dropping to NSR. Because I want to learn the NSR... Wait, is it just me? Or did the tower in the background in Lon Lon look different? Maybe it's just N64. No, so now I want to do NSR because, for those who haven't seen earlier, mrcheeze uploaded a video of activating the title screen file with arbitrary code execution. So basically, I do the exact same thing, except instead of going to the credits, I get the title screen file and all the things associated with it, which is 14 hearts, basically all the items, all the medallions. Like, you basically get nearly a full inventory, except you're missing a few things. And then you, like, go with that file, and then you get a few things, and then you beat the game. So, I am going to learn that. I'll let the credits play out, just because I'm not going to do any percent anymore. Even though I can easily beat this by another, like, 20-30 seconds, but I don't want to play this category anymore. Well, actually, it'd be kind of hard with GameCube controller. Because I couldn't do... I think the strat Laws is doing is that he's doing bufferless controller resets, which you can't do on a GameCube controller, because GameCube controller you'll always pause when you do a controller reset, but you can avoid it on N64 if start is the last button you pressed of the combination. So like I'm literally at a inherent disadvantage because of that alone. And then like the inputs jumping around I don't really want to deal with, so yeah, I'm fine with this. This is on the N64 version, N64 1.0. Can I just unplug it? I think that'd be... I don't know if that'd be good. I think it'd be very hard to unplug it and plug it back in without moving my thumb on the controller. I think keeping that steady would be extremely difficult. But I guess in theory that could... Well... No, because then I'd actually be having no input. Which would then... Well, I guess... be fine, kind of. It'd be very difficult. Yo, the title screen file does not get 100 Skulltulas, so I actually do have to do Skulltula duping. How's it feel to beat the game in under 13 minutes? Feels so great, man. I feel so accomplished. I feel so good pressing buttons in a certain specific order that make the cutscene, that makes the credits play early. No, it's really cool that this is possible. I think it's so amazing that we can actually do this. Even if the speedrun itself might be super dumb, the fact that this is possible is so cool.